Have you ever found yourself waking up in the morning and feeling like you've just lost a little bit of that spark you once had? Maybe your energy doesn't quite bounce back as quickly as it used to. Perhaps you've started noticing how much easier it is to feel a little down or discouraged at times. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. As we age, it's natural for our bodies to change. But here's the good news. There's something within your control that can help you feel younger, more energized, and even add years to your life. And that something is your attitude. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How can something as simple as thinking positively really impact how long I live? Well, let me tell you that science backs it up. Research has shown that maintaining a positive attitude doesn't just make you feel better emotionally, it actually has a real impact on your health. A positive outlook on life can reduce your risk of chronic diseases, improve your mental well-being, and yes, even extend your lifespan. Imagine that. Just by shifting your mindset, you could potentially add up to 5 more years to your life. Pretty incredible, right? In this video, we'll explore 4 key ways that staying optimistic can help you live a longer, healthier life. We'll talk about how your attitude influences your body, your mind, and your relationships. By the end, you'll have some practical tips on how to boost your positivity, feel better, and live longer. Let's start with the first way your positive attitude can improve your life: the power of gratitude. I'm sure you've heard about the benefits of practicing gratitude before, but there's a reason it keeps coming up. It works. When we take a moment each day to reflect on the good things in our lives, we create a shift in our brain that impacts both our mood and our health. You might not realize it, but every time you express thanks, whether it's for a delicious meal, a kind gesture from a friend, or even just for waking up in the morning, you're strengthening your mind-body connection. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly have lower levels of stress, stronger immune systems, and improved heart health. They also tend to be more resilient, able to bounce back quicker from tough situations. This is because gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking or stressful in your life to what's working and positive. And when you feel better mentally, it naturally leads to feeling better physically. So, how can you start incorporating more gratitude into your life? It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple habit like keeping a gratitude journal can do wonders. Each day, take just 5 minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be huge, life-changing events. Even something as small as a good cup of coffee or a nice conversation with a neighbor counts. The more you practice, the more you'll train your brain to notice the good in your life, and over time, it can have a profound effect on your overall well-being. Now that we've covered the power of gratitude, let's talk about the second key way a positive attitude can add years to your life: the importance of social connections. As we get older, it can be easy to start isolating ourselves. Maybe you're not as active as you used to be, or you've lost touch with friends and family members. But here's the thing, loneliness can be just as harmful to your health as smoking or a poor diet. Having strong social ties doesn't just make you feel good emotionally, it also plays a crucial role in your physical health. Studies have found that people with close-knit relationships tend to live longer, healthier lives. They have lower rates of heart disease, lower blood pressure, and stronger immune systems. Social connections also help to reduce stress, improve cognitive function, and even boost your happiness. Being around others gives you a sense of purpose, and when you feel supported, it's easier to stay positive and keep a healthy perspective on life. So, how can you nurture your social connections, even if you're feeling a little out of touch? Start by reaching out to those who matter to you, even if it's just a phone call or a video chat. Join a local group or club that interests you. It could be anything from a book club to a gardening group or even a fitness class designed for older adults. Social activities don't have to be big events. They can be as simple as having a chat with a neighbor or inviting a friend over for coffee. By keeping those connections strong, you're not only improving your mental health, but also supporting your physical well-being. And as a bonus, socializing helps keep your brain sharp. The more you interact with others, the more you're stimulating your mind, keeping it active and engaged. Now that we've covered the importance of gratitude and social connections, let's move on to the third key way to stay optimistic and add years to your life: finding joy in everyday moments. As we get older, it's easy to get caught up in routines or even in the challenges that come with aging. But here's something important to remember. Joy doesn't have to come from big, life-changing events. In fact, some of the best moments of our lives happen in the little things. Whether it's watching the sunset, listening to your favorite music, or simply enjoying a warm cup of tea in the morning, finding joy in these small moments can have a profound effect on your overall happiness and longevity. When we focus on the present and take time to appreciate the little things, we give ourselves a chance to relax, de-stress, and feel more connected to the world around us. These moments of joy help to lower our levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase our levels of serotonin, the feel-good chemical in our brains. This not only helps you feel happier, but it also supports your heart health, lowers your blood pressure, and can even improve your sleep quality. So, how can you find more joy in your life? Start by slowing down and being mindful. Pay attention to the small details that bring you happiness. Maybe it's the way the flowers bloom in your garden or the sound of birds singing outside your window. Practice being present in those moments and allow yourself to fully experience the joy they bring. With gratitude, strong social connections, and moments of joy, you've already got a solid foundation for living a longer, happier life. In the next part of this video, we'll dive into a few more ways you can use your positive attitude to boost your health and add years to your life. Stay with me. We're just getting started. Now that we've covered gratitude, social connections, and finding joy in everyday moments, let's dive into the next way a positive attitude can help you live a longer, healthier life, taking care of your body through movement. As we age, it can be tempting to slow down, especially when our bodies don't feel as flexible or strong as they once did. But here's a simple truth. Movement is a huge contributor to both physical health and mental well-being. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about finding the right kind of movement that works for your body. Even simple activities like stretching, walking, or gentle yoga can make a big difference. When you stay active, you help maintain your muscle mass, improve your flexibility, and keep your heart healthy. The benefits are countless. Regular physical activity helps to reduce the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. It can also improve your balance, which reduces the risk of falls, something that's especially important as we get older. But beyond the physical benefits, movement also has a powerful effect on your mind. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and help reduce stress. In fact, regular physical activity can fight off depression and anxiety, which is especially important as we age. When you move your body, you're not just strengthening your muscles, you're strengthening your mind and your resilience too. The key is to find something that you enjoy and can do consistently. It doesn't have to be intense. A daily walk around the block, some light stretching in the morning, or even dancing to your favorite music at home can be enough to keep you feeling good. If you have any aches or pains, start slow and listen to your body. The most important thing is to keep moving in a way that feels right for you. Now that we've talked about movement, let's discuss another way a positive mindset can boost your health: the importance of having a sense of purpose. As we age, it's natural to sometimes feel a sense of uncertainty about our role in life. Maybe you've retired, or your children have grown up and moved out. But having a sense of purpose is a powerful tool for staying positive and healthy as we age. People who have a clear sense of purpose tend to live longer lives. They experience lower levels of stress, have better sleep, and are less likely to develop chronic health conditions. But more than that, having a purpose helps you feel connected to the world around you. It gives you something to look forward to, a reason to get out of bed in the morning, and a way to contribute to something bigger than yourself. Whether your purpose is spending time with loved ones, volunteering, pursuing a hobby, or continuing to learn new things, it's crucial to find something that brings meaning to your life. If you're not sure where to start, think about what you're passionate about. Is there something you've always wanted to do but haven't had the time for? Maybe it's learning a new language, starting a creative project, or even mentoring someone. A sense of purpose doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be meaningful to you. When you have something to focus on, it brings a sense of joy and fulfillment that directly impacts your overall well-being. Having a sense of purpose also helps you maintain a positive attitude, even when life gets tough. It reminds you that you have something to give and that your life matters. And that, in turn, helps keep you motivated to stay healthy, stay engaged, and stay optimistic. So, To recap what we've covered so far: gratitude, social connections, finding joy in the small moments, movement, and a sense of purpose. All of these are key ingredients to living a longer, healthier life. But we're not quite done yet. There's one more vital element that plays a huge role in maintaining your optimism as you age. That element is learning to embrace change. Change is inevitable, especially as we get older. Our bodies change, our daily routines change, and sometimes, even our relationships shift. While change can be difficult to accept at times, having a positive attitude toward it can help you navigate these transitions with grace and resilience. People who embrace change tend to cope better with the challenges life throws at them. Instead of resisting change or feeling frustrated by it, they see it as an opportunity for growth. For example, maybe you've had to downsize your home or adjust to a different lifestyle after retirement. Instead of focusing on the loss or what you've left behind, try to focus on what you've gained. Maybe this change gives you the opportunity to travel more, spend more time with family, or even try out new activities you didn't have time for before. Embracing change allows you to adapt and find new ways to enjoy life, even as circumstances evolve. So, how can you learn to embrace change more easily? Start by shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing change as something to fear or resist, try to view it as a chance to explore new possibilities. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to grow and try new things. And remember, it's okay to feel uncertain or even sad about certain changes. What matters most is how you choose to respond to them. When you approach change with a positive outlook, you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. We've covered a lot so far, from gratitude to social connections, movement, purpose, and embracing change. All of these are powerful ways to boost your optimism and add years to your life. But there's one last key factor that ties everything together: self-compassion. Being kind to yourself is just as important as being kind to others. In the next part of the video, we'll explore why self-compassion is essential to maintaining a positive attitude and living a longer, happier life. Trust me, this final piece of the puzzle is the one that truly makes all the difference. Now that we've talked about the power of gratitude, the importance of social connections, finding joy in small moments, staying active through movement, and embracing change, we're almost at the end of our journey toward living a longer, more positive life. But there's one last, crucial piece of the puzzle we need to explore, and that's self-compassion. Self-compassion is something many of us overlook. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, especially as we get older. We might start thinking, "I'm too old to change," or "I've missed my chance at doing certain things." But here's the thing, being kind to yourself isn't just a nice idea, it's essential for maintaining a positive attitude and good health. When you practice self-compassion, you treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would show a close friend. You don't beat yourself up over mistakes or shortcomings, and you give yourself credit for trying. Research has shown that people who practice self-compassion tend to experience less stress, less anxiety, and greater emotional resilience. They also tend to have lower rates of depression and are better able to handle challenges. Self-compassion is linked to better overall mental and physical health, which can help you live a longer, more fulfilling life. It's about accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all, and recognizing that you deserve love, care, and respect. You might be wondering, how can I practice self-compassion? It starts with the way you talk to yourself. Instead of focusing on what you think you can't do or what you wish you had done differently, try shifting your inner dialogue to something more positive and supportive. When you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Instead, treat yourself with understanding. Remind yourself that it's okay to not be perfect. Self-compassion also means setting aside time for self-care, doing things that make you feel good, whether it's reading a book, taking a relaxing bath, or simply resting. When you show yourself compassion, you create a solid foundation for optimism. You stop worrying about what you haven't accomplished or what might go wrong. Instead, you focus on what you can do today and give yourself credit for it. That positive attitude spills over into every area of your life, contributing to better mental health, better relationships, and better overall well-being. Now that we've covered self-compassion, let's quickly recap everything we've talked about. By focusing on gratitude, nurturing social connections, finding joy in everyday moments, staying active, embracing change, and practicing self-compassion, you're setting yourself up for a longer, happier, and healthier life. Each of these elements feeds into the others, creating a cycle of positivity and resilience. When you practice these habits, you not only feel better, but you also improve your chances of living a longer, more vibrant life. Remember, it's not about being perfect or making huge changes all at once. Small, consistent actions can make a big difference over time. Start by incorporating just one of these habits into your daily routine, and as you start to notice the benefits, add more. The key is to be patient with yourself and to remember that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to living a life full of joy, positivity, and good health. I encourage you to take action today. Choose one of the strategies we've discussed. Maybe you'll start by keeping a gratitude journal or making an effort to call a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Whatever you choose, remember that it's never too late to start. You have the power to shape your future with your attitude, and with each positive choice you make, you're investing in a brighter, healthier tomorrow. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you're going to make to boost your positivity and live a longer life? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read about your journey and hear how these tips are helping you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos on living your best life at any age. Remember, no matter where you are in life, it's never too late to start living with more joy, more positivity, and more purpose. Here's to living your best life at any age, because with the right attitude, there are no limits to how great you can feel. Keep smiling, stay positive, and live well. Thank you for watching.